Hi guys, am I audible to everyone? Can I get few thumbs up in the chat box? I hope I am audible, right? All right, so let's begin with this session. Firstly, thank you so much everybody for joining in. Uh, I I am Kashish and I will be the host for today's session. I'm unable to switch on my video right now because of some internet glitches and I apologize for that. So adding further, I am Kashish and I'm the student community head at MyWays and I will be your host for today's session. So to start with, I would like to tell you about MyWays. So it is an AI and career growth platform for the students and we help them in being employable in their desired role. We provide them with internship opportunities, courses, training sessions, and we also help them in tracking their growth. Apart from this, we conduct weekly master classes for our students and help them to learn new things and new domains every week. So just like that, today we are here with a new master class, which is Become a Google Pro. And wherein we'll discuss about learn how pro developers ace Google search. So as you all know that for every week we have a new mentor. So today we have Mr. Pawan Gandhi, who is a development lead at MyWays, and he has over 2 years of experience leading the development of an edtech product that helps students become more employable. He's skilled in MERN stack, SDE, design systems, and AWS. And in this session, you will learn about the inner workings of Google and how to use it efficiently. Then, techniques for asking the right questions and finding the information you need. Then some tricks and tips for using the Google hacking database. And lastly, how to compare and use Google and other advanced search tools like ChatGPT. So without any further ado, let's start with today's session. So Pawan, I would like to request you to please take over. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Kashish, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. How are you all? So yes, I am Pawan Gandhi. I am currently leading the tech at MyWays. I have experience in full stack and multiple tech stack and around 2 years of experience at MyWays only. So first of all, I want to ask you all what type of challenges you guys like generally face, like when you are coding something and when you get a bug and now you have to like Google it. Like what type of challenges, what type of issues you guys face? So let's make this session interactive, right? Anyone? Okay, Stack Overflow. So generally, what is the approach? Like how you guys search? So let's share the PPT also. Give me a second. Kashish, I am unable to share the PPT. Can you see it once?
Right. I hope now you have the access to share the PPT.
Okay, related keywords, nice. No, actually, it's 1 second. I think I have to leave the meeting and rejoin. Wait a second.
All right. So guys, till then, Pawan is joining in us again in this session. So you all can type the answers, or think of the answer that he just asked in the session. Like what are the problems or challenges that you all face, right? So you can quickly type that. I guess Pawan is back, right? He's here.
Sorry, guys. No, it's still saying host disabled.
Can you please check once again because you're the co-host of this session?
Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, we're good to go.
Cool. So I've also made a PPT for Googling like a pro. So yeah, start with my introduction. Let's say, who am I? So let's Google this also. So I've also added myself in the Google. So you can Google Pawan Gandhi and you will get a result. Yeah. So I have also added myself in Google. using Google add me to search feature. So yeah, I am currently leading the MyWays, and I'm a full stack developer with stronghold on backend and system design. And using first principle thinking is what I follow. I have built the entire platform of MyWays from scratch and also build multiple teams in MyWays. Apart from this, I am an active mentor in multiple tech communities. Yes. So let's come back to these slides. So I have some questions for you all. How many of you use Google while coding? It's a very general question, like everyone use, but what's your view on it? And how many times you are able to find the right results on Google? So how many times you are like able to find the right results on Google? Any percentage if you can, and how many you face issues while searching the right result on Google, that you are trying and trying, but you are not getting the right answer? I'm sure you all face similar issues. 80% getting the idea of how to solve it. Cool. So in today's session, we will talk about multiple things. So the idea is ki we will mostly focus on two things, right? First is ki how to search, and then we will focus on the tips and tricks, right? So sorry, I can't hear you. Am I audible to you all? Kashish, can you?
Yes, you're audible. I guess he's facing some issues. So you can join in, like you can join again.
Cool. So yeah, we will talk about how Google works. Then we will go to how can we leverage Google to do all the searching and debugging. Then we will jump into Google tricks. Like there are multiple Google tricks. Like Kashish also talked about GHDB, which is Google hacking database. So Google has created multiple tricks and functionalities which we can use to like make our search effective. Then we will talk about something cool stuff. So yeah, again, the same question. Everyone know how to Google, but no, everyone don't know how to Google, right? So let's jump to some Googling. Let's do some Googling. Okay. So if I have something like I have to find key how to center a div using Flexbox, how you guys Google it? Anyone? Let's say or any simple question like how to use for loop in Python. Okay. How can we add our details like this in Google search? So you can just Google add me to search. Just go on Google and just type add me to search, and they will give you an option to add yourself in Google. I'm not sure if this thing is still available, but it was available before. Okay. Srivardhan has said W3 school. Okay. Any other thing? Like how you guys generally do Googling? So let's come to some code. Give me a second. Is my thing available? I think it's available. Is the VS Code available? Like you are able to see the VS Code? Find the question meaning in short form and type those meaningful words, right? Cool. So I have written some cases, and based on these cases, we can like define how we Google, right? So we are talking about general persona, like so we can't Google everything directly, right? So we have to figure out what to Google. This is the main thing, that what to Google and how to think like what to Google. Let's say I have divided this in 5 points. Like Googling effectively as a developer, we have 5 points for this. First, we can focus on keyword. Then we can focus on the source. Then we can visit websites like W3 School, Stack Overflow, GitHub. Then there is fourth point that we have to describe the issue. I will give you the example of each of the point. And then the fifth point is we have to filter by time. So let's go one by one, right? Please do something to the speaker. I can't hear you. Am I audible to you all? Because someone is saying he's unable to hear. Okay, I think it's an individual problem. So let's see the case one, right? Yes. So let's say I have this function, this simple function, it's saying add two numbers, right? And we are passing two numbers and it's returning a plus b. So let's say I have called this function and so if I run this code, it's in JavaScript, it will give me this error. So it's saying reference error, add to number is not defined. The reason for is I have renamed this function. It's not the right spelling. So in that case, what do you guys think? What should I Google? If I just Google this line, it will not give me right result. I can show you. Like, let's say if I copied this line and then go to Google and then just search. So it give me a Stack Overflow link with sum of two natural number. Let's say if I open this link. So it will give me answer which are not even close to what I'm looking for. So if you can also see the other answers, nothing is like related to what I am looking for. So in that case, we have to focus on keywords, right? The first case is for keywords. So what do you think is what are the related keywords here? You can unmute yourself or like write in the chat. Anyone? If this is the error which I got, so this is the error message and this is the error stack or error trace. Okay. Sanchit said add two numbers. Okay, not defined. Correct. So we have to also understand this error message, right? So yeah, what I'm saying is this is the error message which we got, and this is the error trace. So error trace is saying to me that there is error in the line number 7. So in the line number 7, there is this function, right? So the error is saying me the error type is reference error. And the error is add two numbers is not defined. So the problem is that every time I can't just Google the same error message and just copy paste. So in that case, I have to figure out what is the actual error. Do you got the point, or so we have to like break this into multiple parts, like Sanchit break it into add two numbers, then Shri Vardhan break it to not defined, and then Soumya Datta break it to reference error. So using these type of so we have to like break the error message into keywords, and then we have to figure out search. So let's say if I have to search for how to add two numbers, I can search to the Google and how to add two numbers, and it will give me the answer. Or if I have to search what is the meaning of not defined, so I can search what is not defined in JavaScript maybe. And if I have to search what is reference error, so I will just search what are reference errors in JavaScript. So the statement is, or the case is, we have to divide the error. We can't just copy the entire error and just paste it. So let's come to case number 2 and see what is happening there. So in case number 2, so I think most of you are familiar with Axios. Axios is a API. Axios is a library to make API calls in JavaScript or in backend or Node.js, you can say. So I have required Axios, and then I'm making an API call using this Axios.api function. Let's say if I run this code, what will happen? So it again give me an error. Let's go to this error, and it's saying type error, Axios.api is not a function. Let's say if I copy the same type error and then go to google.com and then search. What do you guys think what will happen? It's given me a Stack Overflow link. Type error Axios.get is not a function. If I open this, again, I am lost. As a fresher, I am lost. What I have to search, what I have to use, like what is the actual issue. So again, this is the case of source. So in this example, we are using a specific library, right? We are using Axios. So if this type of error happened to you, what do you think is the best way to search it? Like, what is the thing that you guys search? Anyone? Like if we search the entire error code or error message, it will give me wrong answer every time. So in that case, what you guys search? A topic Axios maybe. So answer is right. In that case, this is the example of source. So in this error, you are getting error because of the API or the library you are using. So in that case, you have to search what like how to make a GET request using Axios. So if you can go and search how to make maybe GET request. So you will get the recommended answers. So there are multiple answers. We will go to tricks in a while. So yeah, this is the case number 2. So in the first slides, I am explaining to you about what are the cases that you guys face. So most of the freshers think if we get the error message, we just copy paste and we will get the answer from a Stack Overflow. But this is not the case. So let's go to case number 3 and see what is the problem there. So this is a simple code. Here I have to generate refer code. I am passing two strings in the code in the function, and then I am generating a random text and appending that random text to the code and then console logging the code. Right? Simple code. If I run this, I will get same reference error, random text is not defined. Again, if I go to random text, I am seeing the random text is not defined. And I have to implement this feature. So again, if I copy this thing and then go to Google, it will again give me wrong answer. Cool. So this is a case for code snippet. So in that case, I have to implement this random text feature, which can give me a code, which can give me a return string of random text. So this is a case of code snippet searching. So you can go to Google and search for how to create random text using JavaScript. Again, but if you go to Google and search this, you will not get the right answer. So this is the point that I am trying to prove. Again, let's go to the case number 4. So let's say I have an array of objects which have IDs and languages. Okay? I have to remove duplicates from this array. So you are saying that, let's say first one is JavaScript, second one is Python, then again a JavaScript. I have to remove this. If I run this code, so this will not run because I'm not doing anything. I have to remove duplicate. So generally what you guys like as a fresher, I think if you don't know, you will just do is copy this into Google and then just write remove duplicates. It will not work because Google don't know about this array. So this is a case of describing the issue. You have to actively describe what you want from the Google search. Right. So in that case, what do you guys think we can search? Anyone? If I have to remove duplicates and I want a code to remove duplicate from this array, what I can search in Google? How to remove duplicates from array, how to remove duplicates from an array of object, right? Sanchit is right. So we can search this. So in that case, we have to describe the actual issue. We can't just Google this and just say remove duplicates or give me code to remove duplicates. So this is the point that I'm trying to prove. You have to understand the error first before Googling. Because as a fresher, we don't we think just Google it now. We will find something on Google. And most of the this is the issue that freshers then search code in Google and then they say I don't get any answer. मुझे तो कोई answer नहीं मिला, मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Generally, these are the issues that freshers face. We are not able to describe the issue. We are not able to search effectively. Right? So let's see how can we do it. Okay. So let's go to the slide. Again, so we have talked about the keywords, dividing the error message into keywords and then searching based on the keywords. Then we talked about the source. If we are using any library or any third-party function or third-party source, so we have to go to that source let's say we can go to the Excel documentation in our case. Then we talked about Stack Overflow, how to search snippets like our random text snippet in Stack Overflow. Then we talked about describing the issue. How can we describe our issue? This is the most important thing that most of the freshers don't understand. You have to describe the issue because Google work with the basic text-based searching, right? So you have to describe your issues. Fifth point is sometimes what happen na ki you search for something and you will get a late result, like a result from 2001, which is not even working currently. So you have to filter by time. So let's move to our next slide and then see ki how can we do it effectively. So this is the main slide, Googling tricks, right? So Google gives us multiple ways to Google effectively. Give me a second. Yes. So there are 10 tricks. There are more because but I picked only 10 tricks from the, I think, a list of 40, 50. You can search about GHDB. I think Google has also banned GHDB for India. Not sure why. So yeah, there are multiple tricks. We will go on to every trick one by one, right? So let's start with the first trick. So I will open google.com. Let's say cool. So let's say I have to search something, let's say Python programming or Python courses for free. What do you think the results will come? So it's giving me free code camp, learn Python course for beginners. But I search for Python course for free. Let's say I have to search for any specific term that I want all the words correctly in my result. So what I can do, Google give me an option to like add quotes in starting and the end of the result, and it will now give me a specific result. So learn Python for free, or Python course to learn Python programming, Python course for beginners, right? It will search for specific, just learn Python for free. So Google give me an option to add quotes. It's not giving me very good results in the Python case because it's a very general case, but you can use this quote feature in multiple cases and you will get a very good results just by adding quotes. So you will get exact results. Let's say if I have to, the second, let's go to the slide. The second one is site. So I can add site in the starting. Maybe I have to search Python course for free code camp only. So I can just write site : and freecodecamp.org. Let's say. Now it's giving me results of free code camp only. So using this site operator, you can just filter out all the links that are not even related to you. Let's say you have to search Python for free for Web3 school only. So W3 school, sorry. W3school.com maybe. W3 school, no? Yes. So it's giving me a result of W3 school. I think we can remove these codes to get more results. Okay, let's say Python. So I think there's only one link present in W3 school. I think W3 schools. Okay, sorry, my mistake. So all the links are W3 school only. You guys use this for Stack Overflow also. So let's say if you search any error, it will give you answers of multiple websites. So let's say I have to regenerate. So I code generate random text in JavaScript. JS maybe. So it's giving me multiple links, but I only want Stack Overflow links. So what I will do is I will go to the starting, add site, then stackoverflow.com. So all the results are Stack Overflow only. right? Even what you can do is ki, I will come to that later maybe. So yeah, this is I think one of the most used by me, the site operator. So you can also search for site like github.com. And if you have to search for maybe issues in Axios, so if I search for Axios issues, it will give me only links of GitHub. So let's move to the third one is related. So we have one keyword related by Google. So let's say you have to find something related. So let's say you visited Free Code Camp, right? Everyone know, I think, Free Code Camp. Free Code Camp is a platform for free coding courses. So you want similar websites like Free Code Camp. So how can you do it? Just write related and then freecodecamp.org. You will get all the websites that are related to Free Code Camp. This is so powerful. Like most of the time, we will get a tool or a website, but we want related or alternative of that website. You can use related keyword for that, and it will give you all the related websites to Free Code Camp. Or you can do it maybe for GitHub. Let's say what I'll give for GitHub. So it's giving me Bitbucket, it's giving me Git, it's giving me Stack Overflow, SourceForge. Or let's say we can search for any common website like let's say related for google.com. What we will get? We are getting Yahoo, Bing, Hotbot, multiple websites, right? So this is the related keyword. So maybe the use case maybe ki sometimes what happen na ki we search for some website or some error, but it's not present on one website. But just say we want to know ki what are the alternative of Stack Overflow, right? Let's say Stack Overflow is down. I think most of the websites get down at a point in every year. So let's say if I want a similar website of Stack Overflow, I'm also not sure what I will get. Stackoverflow.com. So again, GitHub, Code Academy, SitePoint, GS Fiddle. So you can find related websites using this related keyword. Then we have exclude operator. So exclude operator is quite helpful. So let's say I have to search for Python, but I don't want courses. So I can just do is minus sign and then course. See, it will not show me any result that have course keyword. So using this, if I have to search something, but I'm getting recommendations or because of the SEO of courses websites, I am searching Python and I'm getting only Python courses, but I don't want to see any Python courses. I have to like read the documentation of Python. So what I can do now, I can just add a exclude operator minus and then course, and it will don't show me any link which has course keyword. This is super powerful, and I think I also use this most of the times, and I'm searching because yeah, this is super helpful. Then we have yeah, this is also my favorite, file type keyword. So let's say you have to search for something. I have to search for one PDF of Python, right? So let's say Python blog, और Python में क्या होता है? Python numpy tutorial. But I don't want to see any videos or blog type of thing. I want a PDF. So I can just do is file type :PDF. Now it will show me all the PDFs of Python. Because you can see all the PDFs are there. I can just open any PDF. Yeah, this is a PDF. Or let's say I have to make PPT of Python. So let's say my professor gave me an assignment to make a PPT of Python. So I can do now, I can just search for file type PPT and see all the open PPTs link of Python NumPy are available for me. I can just download and edit and then submit it into my college. This is also so powerful. What you guys also can do, which I don't recommend, you can also download movies and songs from this also. Like you can type MP4, MP3, and you will get open links of multiple blogs or multiple content. So this is also powerful. The PDF one is so helpful for me. You can also search for anything like if you want React PDFs, you can just search React and you will get all the React PDFs. Learning from PDF is better because videos will waste a lot of time. You can just find out PDFs. Then we have one other operator called wildcard. Yes, this is also interesting. So let's say sometime what happened na ki, we know half the statement. Let's say I know one book which is psychology of something, right? I have to now find ki what is the book. I don't know the exact name, but I know ki this is psychology of something. So I am referencing about psychology of money, by the way. So what I can do now, I can search for psychology of not money, but psychology of star. So it will give me all the result by this wildcard. So the psychology of is constant, and for the star, I am getting all the results. So it can be psychology of education, it can be psychology of music, it can be psychology of self, psychology of consciousness. This is also one of the most used keyword, or maybe we can say it. So this is also very used. You can also use it for in programming. Let's say you have Axios get request in React.js, but you don't know give what for React.js or Node.js. You can just search for star. It will give you all the results for Axios request. Okay. Any questions, guys, till yet? Or are you guys able to understand, or am I going fast? Am I going slow? Any inputs? Going good. Thank you, Shivardhan. So we have covered 6 tricks yet, and we have 4 more. Everything is good. Cool. Then we have logical operators. I think you all already know about and or. So you can also use and or on Google. So let's say I want a link which has Python and React both. Let's say I am working on a project and it's a combination of React and Python. So what I can search now, Python, and it's in cap, Python and React. So it will give me result that has both the words. So all the results have both the words, Python, React, Python, React, Python, React, Python, React. There's also one or operator, which will give me either Python or React. So this is for React only. This is for Python only. This is for React only. This is for Python only. Similarly, this is for React only. This is for React only. Or we can give an example of maybe JavaScript and Java. Let's say if we can get a result. Not sure. So yeah, difference between Java and JavaScript. I think you all guys know Java and JavaScript. So you can use this and or operator if you are confused what you want exactly. So let's say I have to implement Axios in both like Node.js and React. So Axios in React and Python. Not Python, Node.js. Yeah, it will give me both. I have to add Axios in also. So let's go to other tricks. So we have one time frame trick also that I've talked here also, filter by time. So let's say you are learning maybe TypeScript. TypeScript is trending nowadays. So you want something very latest. So you want all the latest blocks of TypeScript. So you can use this after 2023, not 2020. Let's say 2022. Yeah. So you will get all the results of 2022. So there are some results of 2020 also, but they have 2022 in the text. So that's why it's picking. So Google just work on it will break your query into keywords and just search. It's a simple text-based searching. So you can also use before also. So let's say I want all the results of JavaScript before 2000. Let's see what I will get. JavaScript before 2000. So no, I think they don't have 2000 before 2000 results. Let's do this 2010. I think I have to capitalize this also. Before 2010. See, 2020, 2019. So I think they don't have results. I get one result of 2010. One more result of 2010. So there is also one more operator you can use. So it's for between. If I have to get results for before between 2018 and 2020, I can do this. So it's not showing me time, but it's in between 2018 and 2022. So you can use these three operators before, after, and between to search for a specific time frame. So you can use this. This is very important because you can use this to exclude all the old, maybe all the old Stack Overflow recommendation or Stack Overflow answers, and you will get only the latest one. Then we have two more tricks which are not very important, very used also. So one is define. You can use define to get a definition of all the things. So define maybe React. Let's see. So yeah, it's general. It's just you the definition. So it will give you the result which has the most suitable definition. So it will not focus on the other result and just give you the definition. Whichever result has the best definition, it will give you. We have one more, which is subdirectory searching. So you can use this like that. So if I have to search for blogs in MyWays, what I can do is like site myways.ai/blog. Or I don't think it's blog. Yes, it's Career Wiki actually. So yeah, it will give me all the results of blogs. You can see. So it's called subdirectory searching. You are searching for something inside of a website. So this is also very important. So you can so you guys know about sitemap, right? So let's say you can find sitemap in every website. So let's say we can take an example of MyWays only. We have our sitemap. So there are all the links of MyWays, and you can see this. So this is like myways.ai/mygurukul. So you can also search for a subdirectory. So in myways.ai, we have one subdirectory called mygurukul. You can search for mygurukul subdirectory. Yeah, using this /site then / operator. So yes, these are the important and most used tricks. So the most important ones are file type. This I use most of the time. Then after and before is less like a time saver for me. And exclude one is also very important. Cite one is also most used. And quotation one you can use based on your preference. Yeah. Out of these 10, these 5 are the most important. I think you guys should just इसको रट लेना है like in tricks को. And you can like you start using these tricks in everyday use case, and you will find very good results in Google search. And yes, for how to Google, you have to follow these things all again: keywords, source, Stack Overflow links, that what you have to search, like the snippets. Then describe the issue. This is the most important thing. If you are unable to describe the issue, Google will not give you good answers. Can you please repeat fourth and third one key? So you are talking about this. So yeah, exclude is for excluding. So what I give you in the, let's say you have to search for Python, but you don't want any result which has Python course. So you can just do minus course, and it will exclude all the links that have course keyword in it. Right? This is the exclusion operator. We use this for exclusion. And what in the third we use for related terms. So let's say I have to figure out all the website which have related which are related to Stack Overflow. So I can do just related stackoverflow.com. So it will give me all the result that all the websites are related to Stack Overflow. You can use this to find alternative solutions, alternative websites, or alternative websites or alternative links for your search result. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay. Then we come to the slide key where to search. So where you guys generally search? I think most of you mostly search on Stack Overflow. We all developers mostly search on Stack Overflow only. So, but we have multiple options, right? We have a Stack Overflow if you have to search any errors. We have GitHub if you have to search for issues specifically, or maybe documentation. Right? Then we have Reddit if we have to ask for anything. Because if you ask on Stack Overflow, you will not get good answers because as a fresher, because most of the time your answer is downvoted. I'm not demoting anyone to ask on Stack Overflow, but as a fresher, generally, if you ask on Stack Overflow, first you will get the answer very late. Second, most of the time your answer will get demoted because of multiple reasons. Most of the reason is ki your answer is very genuine, generic, or very simple. So is it any trick to search specific code error? So yeah, for a specific error now, you just have to search, you just have to like describe the issue, right? You can do it like if you have any specific error. So first you have to see which type of error is it from this Googling tips slide. I will share this PPT also. So what type of error is it? Can I break it in keywords? Can I get the source? Can I directly search into Stack Overflow? Is it kind of a snippet? Or can I describe the issue? If you are able to describe the issue, most of the time you will solve the error. So we are here. So we have different websites to search for different things. So yeah, if you have any specific or like general error, you can like mostly search on Stack Overflow. I think 90% of the time you will get right result on Stack Overflow. Then we have GitHub. If you have any like you are using any library or you are using any third-party package, you can use directly GitHub. Then we have Reddit for all the communities. So in Reddit, we have multiple communities. You can just go. People are very open there. You can just ask about your errors. They will give you good answers. Then we have ChatGPT, which is trending nowadays. So Yes, you can ask ChatGPT also. I have also made a separate slide for ChatGPT. We will come to that also. Then the best thing what I follow is ki go to articles like Medium articles, Dev2 articles, or Hasnot articles. There you will find both the things. You will find the solution of the error or how to implement that problem statement. Plus, you will get multiple insights or multiple types of solutions. Let's say you have to implement search feature in your website, right? You can go and search for how to implement search functionality in JavaScript or in React. Maybe you will get a blog, you will read that blog and you will understand two more things extra, not just the implementation of the search feature, but you will get more knowledge from that blog. So highly recommend go to blogs. That will also increase your interest in programming and interest in reading. Then we have YouTube. I suggest you can go, but it will as you grow now as a developer, you will not find everything on YouTube. As a fresher, maybe you will find most of the things, but as you grow now, YouTube have a very limited scope. So I will suggest ki don't rely on YouTube. You can, as a fresher, you can watch videos, but that will consume a lot of time, because if you are in an office and you have to solve a problem, you can't just watch a 1 hour video, because that will waste one hour of your time. So YouTube I don't recommend. Twitter I will recommend only for chit chatting or networking, not for problem solving, because techies on Twitter are more for networking and not for question answering. So yeah, but community on Twitter is the one of the best. If you are a techie, I will highly suggest you to go to Twitter and follow good tech peoples. You will learn a lot from Twitter. Yes. So ChatGPT versus Google, or Google or ChatGPT. As a fresher, what I suggest, ChatGPT or Google. So I think most of you have heard of ChatGPT, right? Anyone who don't know ChatGPT? I'm usually facing issues by reading doc. Okay, we will come to this. Sir, can we just sort the result on date to get updated coins solutions? Yes, you can use that after and before operator for that. So for an example, I have to search for so you can also combine multiple queries, right? I have to search in Stack Overflow. So I can just write Stack Overflow with site operator. Then I have to search for random text generator. Random text generator. And I have to search all the results which are after 2018 maybe. So after 2018. See. A second. I think I have made any mistake. Okay. So there is precedence also. So it will give priority to the first thing, then give second priority to the second thing, and then give the least priority to the third thing. That's why it's not considered after 2018, but it's giving me staggerful results of all the years. It has 2018 results also. Also, you can go to Stack Overflow and then also search for date. They will give you one date filter in Stack Overflow also. Then back to our slide. So we are talking about ChatGPT or Google. ChatGPT don't really help in first go. Okay. So as a fresher, what I suggest don't go to ChatGPT. The reason is you will when you Google so let's say you have one error, you Googled it. So you have to struggle a little to Google, because Google will give you multiple links, multiple answers, multiple blogs, multiple articles. You have to struggle. So let's say you are solving for one error, but because of Googling and searching back and forth, you learn 10 things. But when you go to ChatGPT, you just search and it will give you the answer. So you will directly get the answer without struggling. So when you are struggling, you are actually learning. And that learning is the most important thing. Because you go and search for one thing, you learn 10 things, right? So this is our current scenario. I've also added one meme, like everyone is like looking for ChatGPT, and documentation and Stack Overflow is like syncing. So as a fresher, if you already know all the things, you can go to ChatGPT. But as a fresher, highly recommend don't use ChatGPT or don't get dependent to ChatGPT. Just choose Google. Again, the future of ChatGPT, it's good, it's bright. Most of the developers and most of the non-tech people are using ChatGPT for multiple things. But as a fresher, I will still suggest ki don't rely on AI tools and these things, and just go to Google and search yourself. Go to Stack Overflow, read multiple articles, read multiple answers. And there are other tools also like GitHub Copilot, Tab9. So again, you can use those things, but only when you get some experience. Let's say if you get 1 year or 1.5 or 2 year experience, then you can use AI tools for coding. But still, as a fresher, I will still suggest ki go and do it yourself. When you do it yourself, you learn yourself. So this is the learning from this slide. Okay. So yeah, what we all learned. So we learned about effective Googling. We learned about tips and tricks. What are all the tips and tricks we learn? Then we learn about Google and GPT key, how like when to use what and all the things. So yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone. And ending it with a meme. Copy pasting from Google will give you copy pasting anyone can do, but copy pasting the right thing will give you a good salary. So this is a meme. Apart from this, we have some other websites also, which I think I should cover quickly. So there's one thing called u.com. So when you go to u.com, you can just go to ucode, and it will give you a code-based searcher. So it's powerful. It's not that powerful than Google, but it will give you only coding results. So let's say if you can search for Python loop, it will directly give you the codes, right? You can directly copy the snippet from here and then use it. Again, not very recommended as a fresher, because as a fresher, I will suggest ki go to the docs, go to the Stack Overflow links, struggle a bit. If you are struggling now, you are actually learning. And you can, as a fresher, you can learn or use these tricks to get or to filter your search. Again, these tricks are for mostly for filtration, not for getting the actual result. For actual result, you have to go to this slide again, find keywords, define the source, go to Stack Overflow and describe the issue. These are the 4 points, and yes, time. So using these 4 things, you can effectively master the trick of Googling, or master the Googling concepts. Okay, let's go to some question answer.
Right. So, firstly, thank you so much, Pavan, for such a wonderful session and sharing a lot of hacks and tips with the student community. So, if anybody has any questions or anything specific that you guys want to ask, then the chat box is open for all of you. And okay, Ashi Mananda, do you want to say anything? Should I unmute yourself?
What about blackbox.ai? I don't know about blackbox.ai. First time I'm hearing. What is your opinion on Next.js? It may be out of today's topic, but can you answer, please? Yeah, Next.js is great. We are also using Next.js in MyBase. So yeah, Next.js also released Next.js version 13, I think 2 months before. Yeah, Next.js is great. You can go to Next.js after learning React. If you don't know React, first learn React and then only go to Next.js. Because as a developer, you should first focus on your fundamentals and the basic things. Then only go to sub framework. So Next.js is a sub framework. It's a framework over a library.
Right. So Ashim Mananda wants to say something. So yes, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, very good evening.
Sir, like Stack Overflow becomes very confusing sometimes, like to search anything. Apart from like Google search, when you go inside the Stack Overflow, then how could you like find specific solutions? Can you please elaborate on Stack Overflow specifically?
So Stack Overflow is not a search engine, but Google is a search engine. So most of the developers now don't even ever visited the landing page or the front page, home page of Stack Overflow. Most of the developers not even log into Stack Overflow, right? Because they don't have that much good searching capability. So what I suggest for is this na ki use Google search, use all the tricks that I have showed you in the presentation, and using that only you can like master how to search on Stack Overflow.
Okay, sir.
Any other question? Any follow-up question on it? Sir, when will recession ends for freshers? I don't think there is a recession for freshers. Mostly the layoffs are for like senior, I think senior management and senior tech level roles. I think hiring for freshers is still on. You can go to myways.ai and like appear for test, appear for jobs. Anurag Verma saying how to get a job. Get some skills, learn coding, and then apply. It's a very generic question, by the way. How to improve doc reading skills? What you can do now, just go to any library or any package that you using or that you love or that you follow. You can start with maybe Next.js, just say, for example, Next.js or Axios. Go to their website and go to their docs and just read, right? When you read now, you will learn a lot of things. Then you will caught up with jargons. Then you have to search those jargons and implement. Let's say in the documentation, it's saying you have to like. There's one feature of inspector in Axios. Inceptor, sorry. So you will learn about that, and now you have to search for inceptor. So it's like you have to search and search again. The documentation is like complex as a fresher, but the only way is to you have to read and find. So for improving your documentation reading skill, I will suggest ki start from basic documentation or easy libraries maybe. There are websites or there are libraries, right? I think TypeScript has very good documentation. AWS has very good documentation. React also, I think, launched really good documentation. Also, you can go to MDN and W3 schools and also read about MDN documentation is really good. If you don't mind, can you explain React Carousel package? If you don't mind. React Carousel package. React Carousel package is for making a carousel in React. I don't get your answer question.
All right. Do we have any more questions? Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat box. And then just after it, we have an amazing opportunity for all of you who stayed till the end. Okay, so we have one more question, Pawan.
How to make DSA interesting, feel very boring during study. Interesting. So for DSA interesting thing na, what I did in my time, I have created projects using DSA. So again, I think you can go to my GitHub profile. Let me share. So I have created multiple projects using DSA. You can learn about it. So I did one course in my college time, and I'm not sure what is the name of the repo. So I've created a multiple small projects using DSA only. So you can go like word composition problem. So this is a specific problem for DSA only. So I have used DSA to solve this problem. Right. So you can go to my GitHub and then see, then queue service is a one problem. So I've used multiple things for this. Then I will share some link maybe, or you can go to my GitHub and then search for it. There are a lot of projects, so I don't remember which. Okay, here it is. There's Froggy game using dynamic programming. So I have created it in my college time and like this type of problem. So I created this using DSA. So that way DSA is interesting for me because I'm creating projects or creating at least anything like something. So you can follow this, you can create some cool thing or just read about the implementation of DSA rather than learning ki what is this algorithm, what is this algorithm. Learn about the use cases and implementation. What can you create with this algorithm? Or what kind of real use case is solved using this algorithm? Would you suggest learning Rust as a beginner in Web3? So I am not into Web3. So I am not the best person to answer this question. Mentor profile, okay. Is CS background a necessity to get into IT field? No. So I don't think CS background or CS degree or anything is just your skills. It's completely on skills. If I have to say about myself, I am also not an BTech or engineer. I am from a BSc computer science background. It's computer science, but it's not a BTech. I am currently leading the tech of MyWays. Currently leading more than 4 or 5 teams at MyWays. So yeah, degree or background is not needed. Only needed is your skills and your hard work. Web3 schools sometimes give very basic info only, and then we have to go for other resources anyway. So Web3 school is very good for beginners if you have to search for very beginner specific thing. If you have to go to any advanced stuff, I will suggest you can check out MDN documentation. Just write MDN docs, and you will find Mozilla developer documentation for all the web stuff, and you can read it. It's very, very good. And I will highly suggest for freshers to read it.
Right.
I think that's
Yes. So I guess we are done with all of the questions. Also, one more thing, I've shared all the information in the chat box. So I've shared the social media page of the company, like all website, Instagram, LinkedIn, Telegram. Apart from that, I have also shared the WhatsApp community group, where you all can join in and get updates about our upcoming session. And lastly, we have our interest form that I have shared earlier as well. I would really like to request each one of you to fill that form, because on the basis of that form we will be able to come up with opportunities for all of you in your specified domains. So I've quickly shared the form in the chat box again, so do that. And yes, so thank you so much for joining in today's masterclass, and see you in the next weekend with more such insightful sessions. Thank you so much.